Asian markets benefit. Traders dramatic for U.S. price hike clues. Hong Kong Asian share markets had been widely wonderful even as the greenback was barely weaker on Thursday, with buyers nervously looking forward to the U.S. Federal Reserve's annual Jackson Hole conference for clues on how sharp future interest rate hikes might be. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outdoor Japan edged up 0.3%, after U.S. shares ended the previous session with slight profits. Australian shares climbed 0.7%, at the same time as Japan's Nikkei stock index rose 0.52% and China's CSI 300 superior 0.27%. The Federal Reserve's annual Monetary Policy Conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming is because of begin on Friday. Investors now expect the Fed funds charge to hike at 3.80% in March 2023, up from 3.62% a fortnight ago, said Tapas Strickland, NAB's economics director. Market actions at least are steady with the hawkish pushback visible with the aid of Fed officials over latest weeks, he brought. Interest price futures imply a 60% chance of a 75 basis point Fed hike in September in early Asian exchange. The yield on benchmark 10-year Treasury notes rose to 3.1095% as compared with its U.S. close of 3.106% on Wednesday. The two-year yield, which rises with investors' expectations of better Fed fund costs, touched 3.4028% as compared with a U.S. near of 3.386%. The yields had additionally made profits in a single day, even though that did now not forestall U.S. fairness markets rising on Wednesday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 0.18%, the S&P 500 gained 0.29% and the Nasdaq Composite superior 0.41%. The dollar edged 0.01% decrease towards the yen to 137.09. It is still far from its high this 12 months of 139.39 in mid-July. The European single foreign money turned into flat for the duration of early Asian change at $0.9968, having misplaced 2.45% in a month. The dollar index, which tracks the greenback against a basket of currencies of other major trading partners, becomes slightly weaker in Asia at 108.51. Expectations of a hawkish message from FOMC Chair Powell at Jackson Hole will probably hold upward pressure on the U.S. greenback in the run as much as his speech on Friday, Commonwealth Bank analysts wrote in a purchaser word. However, there is a threat that the speech is deemed now not hawkish enough and that we see some retracement within the U.S. dollar. U.S. crude ticked up 0.38% to $95.25 a barrel. Brent crude climbed 0.5% to $101.22 in keeping with barrel. Gold became slightly higher, with spot gold buying and selling at $1,752.96 in step with ounce. Gold edged higher because the market weighs the outlook for economic coverage beforehand of the yearly gather of valuable bankers at Jackson Hole. The weakening economic interest brought on some haven shopping for in the precious metals, snapping 6 days of declines, ANZ analysts wrote in a Observe to customers.